I wanted to do a quick video here just for a moment here, just kind of thinking out loud for a minute here. I'm not going to try to really keep this video all that long. But every time I actually turn on or actually when I log into YouTube, I'm always actually confronted with where they have video recommendations. And for the most part, every time I look into the video recommendations area, I guess it's, having cookies embedded in the website or what have you, there's always seems to be videos, by this fellow named Tommy Sotomayor. And for the most part, I don't know if it's because I watched one of his videos and I guess YouTube is just, I guess think of me as a fan or whatever, but I only took maybe 1 or 2 looks at the video. But the issue that I actually want to talk about in this video here, for the most part, has to do a lot with his videos, and for the most part the response videos that he gets from black women. Now, for the most part, I'm going to kind of try to use a bit of common sense here, so just kind of bear with me here. Now, I'm not really much of a fan of Tommy Sotomayor for the most part. I mean, again, he's built a brand on YouTube, and I hate to use the word celebrity because that has so many negative connotations to it these days, but he is somewhat popular on YouTube based on his many rants and such having to do with the issues and everything that he observed as far as black women, from their weave to how they behave, like hood rats, all these type of just type of stuff that he calls them or whatever. But what really amazes me, and what I really am trying to really come to terms with, is the fact of, for those women or for those individuals, either way, who don't really like his videos, why you all continue to support him. I mean, like I say, really, honestly, to tell you the truth, I really could care less whether or not you support him or not, but you're really supporting him even if you don't know it. And the reason why I say that is because, logically speaking, anytime you don't really want to have anything to do with anybody, you would just normally just stop watching their videos. I mean, if they say something that you don't like, or say something, that you don't particularly agree with, the most common action would be to, stop watching the person's videos and go over to something that is more to your liking. But for some reason, you have a lot of people that seems to enjoy, I guess, ongoing conflict, I guess you would say, where they would actually engage in, back and forth videos, I guess, with them trying to prove a point, with them, I guess, trying to disprove one of Tommy's many, I guess, observations that he's made regarding, black females and such. Now, generally, if you don't understand or really don't know, it really wouldn't make much sense of actually, commenting back to someone who, if you don't like what they say or you don't like how they view you. Because, again, all you're doing, you're not really going to change this fellow's view of how he sees black women. He's pretty much, I guess, stable in his recommendations and in his viewpoints with black women, and how how they discuss them or whatever, the case may be. I mean, he's used a lot of strong words to describe a lot of the sisters here, and for the most part, it's you same women that sit there and support him. And the reason why I say you support him is because you go and view his videos. Now, I'm not a YouTube partner, and I don't know much about, partnership and stuff like that. But I do know that anytime you click on someone's video, you're putting money in his pocket. I do know that much. So my issue is, why in the world would you continue to support someone who really openly display his disgust? I don't get that particular type of rationale. Maybe you can help me out with this, because the fella he's already sitting up there and for the most part stated his case. But I think he already knows that he's going to maintain his stardom here on YouTube, because he already knows that you're going to have some of these backward thinking women who are going to continue to engage in this conversation with him, hoping to somehow try to win him over to, I guess, somehow like the majority of black women, which I don't think is going to happen anytime soon. So what I'm trying to say here is that, ladies, for those of you all, and even brothers or whatever, who may, have a bug up their behinds of how he, relates to women, You're wasting your time if you're going to sit there and try to, win somebody over who is very dogmatic in how they view black women. Logically speaking, anytime you actually, again, crank up a video camera to respond to any video, my question to you is why? Why in the world would you sit there and try to engage in someone who really does not want to have anything to do with you? I mean, from what I've seen and from some of the videos that I've actually viewed of his in the past, you can approach this fellow, I guess in an humble manner, but the minute that you disagree with something that he says, it's automatically you're his enemy. Now, with somebody who has that type of rationale and that type of way of thinking or what have you, it would be best to just leave them alone and let them go about their business. But I guess, I don't know if it's just the thrill of it or if it's just something that you just, I don't know if you're extremely bored or whatever the case may be, but this Tommy Sotomayor character, he's sitting back there laughing because he already knows that he has you all pretty much in his pockets for the most part. Because every time you click on his video to respond or leave a comment or whatever, that's going to be, for the most part, the subject of a next video that he's going to do. So I'm trying to, understand your rationale and trying to figure out why is it that, you all fail to see this.